What's up, everybody? Well, shit. Trying to get some decent lighting going, halfway decent lighting here. And I want to have a quick chat. I'm actually in my wife's office right now, renovated office, or in the process of being renovated. My apologies. Lighting, what? Audio, huh? But I want to have a little conversation with you guys. This feels better. Like this. This feels better. A little conversation with you guys about the confirmation bias in the fitness community. What does that mean? It's an unfortunate affect of ego that many people, all of us, all humans, what we do is we try and find information that suits our own bias. What does that mean? We basically look for reasons to say the things that we believe, whether or not we're true, whether or not we're correct. We try and find evidence to support our opinion, regardless if our opinion is accurate or not. And I see this more in the world of fitness than almost anywhere else. And you could say politics and other aspects of life, but it's so deeply ingrained in the fitness culture. It's very clear and it's very obvious. Now, I try my best, and I think we do a pretty good job because of the staff that we have, who come from different backgrounds, have different lenses, to quote Dr. Bo Hightower. They look through their own set of lenses into a group problem, and our group comes up with the answer. Our group comes up with the content. Our group comes up with the hypothesis and works through the scientific method to reach a conclusion. We all start from an area of bias, though, when we work together. That's why I believe our team is more successful than any other team on the planet. Unfortunately, many people in the fitness community, they have an agenda, and their agenda is typically monetary. They're looking for financial gain as a result of their opinion, or they're looking for ego gratification as a result of their stature for having an opinion. And what I've seen, and I know all the top fitness people, right? I know them. They know me. It goes without saying. I know their background. I know their histories. I know where they started, and I know how they've changed and pivoted multiple times in their careers. And I won't call anybody out unless they call me out or try and debate or refute the things that I'm saying, which is probably why nobody ever refutes the points that I make, no matter how many points I make and how solid they are. So they either agree with exactly what I'm saying, or they're scared to refute me because they know they're full of shit. And I say scared because they know that they'll be exposed through exchanges. Now, I posted a simple tweet, just a random tweet today, saying, hey, the fat adapted community, the high fat community, the zero carb community, the keto community, the carnivore community, one of their biggest talking points is high fat foods, high protein foods offer a much higher level of satiety than carbohydrate dense foods. And their supposition is that, their opinion, their point is that if you eat a high-fat food or a high-protein food, you will be less hungry as a result of that. Therefore, you won't have as many cravings. Therefore, you won't be forced or coerced to eat as much. You'll be more satisfied. You'll be happier. That's what they've been saying. That's what they've been telling you guys. And everybody listening right now is going to nod your head and be like, yeah, that's what they've said. That's what I've heard. That's what I've read. That's what I've listened to. That's what I've watched. But that's wrong. That's scientifically wrong. That's been proven categorically false, because a study was done, a very legitimate study, a benchmark study was done, and in 1995 or so. And I just simply posted one of those studies. I was just going through old notebooks, and I came across, I believe it was Dr. Holt. Dr. Holt had from Australia, had a pretty not sophisticated, but a pretty clear-cut study that she oversaw a study on satiety. And essentially what her team found was high carbohydrate foods, carbohydrate dense foods often have a higher level of satiety than high fat and high protein foods. And the direct comparison is potatoes. White potatoes. White potatoes had nearly a double the amount of satiety as steak or beef. So, potatoes, oatmeal, apples, and oranges all scored higher than beef, than eggs, than cheese. Well, beef, eggs, cheese, those are staples on high-fat diets. Those are staples on keto diets. I mean, beef is the only ingredient in the carnivore diet. And these experts, pseudo-experts, sorry guys and gals, I got to say it, you've been pushing this false agenda that high-fat, high-carb foods have a higher level of satiety simply because they are slower to digest. But that's not true, because satiety is the feeling of fullness, the feeling of satisfaction. And amongst the population, the subjects that Dr. Holt oversaw, what she and her team noted was more than 2 to 1, more than double those who ate potatoes felt fuller, more satisfied, longer than those who ate beef, who ate eggs, who ate cheese. So that pretty much blows a hole in this whole keto carnivore satiety conversation. And there's other angles to the conversation, right? I'm open-minded enough to say, well, there's also other areas to discuss. My point is, confirmation bias, though, in that mentality, in that philosophy, in the fitness community is so powerful, because the comments were all from fat adapted wannabes, people that weren't fat adapted at all, but these high fat eaters that were basically saying, I don't know what I'm talking about, or the good doctor doesn't know what she's talking about, or, well, not everything works for everybody. Like, oh, really? But you keto heads, you carnivore heads, you high fat heads, you try and say that no person should be eating carbohydrates. But then when confronted with conflicting evidence to their original opinion, that's where the confirmation bias is so real. They don't sit back and go, that's interesting. Really, potatoes more so than beef? I need to look more into that. The vast majority, 80%, 90%. And notice the squeaky wheels are typically the ones that comment. But it was so interesting to see how the high-fat community immediately blasted the mere notion, without any scientific background of their own, that carbohydrate-dense foods can be more satisfying than fat and protein-dense food. And it's simply because they believe the bullet point that these fitness frauds keep putting into the system, keep putting into your streams, keep putting onto their YouTube channel, keep talking about on their podcast. But it's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. Now, not all carbohydrate foods, donuts, crap. Croissants, crap. No level of satiety. You're starving. Not long after. Potatoes, awesome. Oats, awesome. Apples, awesome. Oranges, awesome. So if I can eat potatoes and oats and apples and oranges and other carbohydrate-dense food sources and feel fuller longer than if I ate a higher caloric meal consisting of protein and fat, because 1 gram of fat is 9 calories. 1 gram of carbohydrate is 4 calories. Carbohydrates and protein are equal at 4 calories. But if I eat a piece of steak, if I eat ground beef, that's protein plus fat. So then I will be eating higher calories and not feeling as satisfied. I would assume, urging my body to eat more, now to overeat, now to risk going into caloric surplus, right? And this is just following the keto, the carnivore mentality. This is right out of their playbook. That's why they've been so big on the satiety issue. But it's not true. And we've known this for decades. That's why we start our day, by and large, oats, the breakfast bowl. That is the most common first meal on any of the Dolce diet programs. That's what we break our fast with. Then we can talk about, well, are we at a 10-hour fueling window, a 12-hour fueling window, a 14-hour fueling window? Different conversation. But when we break that fast, we typically break the fast with an oatmeal, oat and fruit, oat, fruit, seeds, oat, fruit, seeds, nuts. That's typically our first meal. And we know this from working with hundreds of thousands to millions. There are millions and millions of Dolce diet users around the fucking world. We have the data to support our claim that carbohydrate-dense foods have an excellent relationship with satiety and the feeling of fullness. The high-fat people scream that no, they don't. That's not possible. Well, fuck. I guarantee you, like I said, when I started this conversation, I know almost everybody in the fitness community. And they know for fuck well, they know who the fuck I am. They don't work with more humans than I do. They do not work with more humans than my team does. They do not have the data on more humans than my team does. I know that for a fucking fact. They haven't been working in market for over 20 fucking years as a professional with stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of data on every single person we've ever worked with, every meal plan, every bowel movement, every wake-up weight. They don't have the data that we have, and that we continue to compile. So for us, for our business, it only makes sense to tell you guys what we've seen work up until now, because the more stuff that we've seen work, we tell you guys that this stuff really works, that you guys do that. You say, oh, fuck, that really works. You stay inside our business funnel. If I start telling you some bullshit that doesn't work, guess what? You stop paying attention. You stop buying. You stop frequenting. You stop listening. So I'm only going to tell you the truth, whether there's something to sell or not. I'm only telling you the truth. This is why I never jumped on the keto bandwagon. And I said it before, if I jumped on the keto bandwagon 2 years ago, when everybody wanted me to, when all the companies were calling me, trying to get me to endorse their fucking products, we would have made a shit ton of money. We would have made a shit ton of money, but also we would have sold out. And we would have been lying to you guys, because we know that is not the best way for you guys to live. It is not the most effective. It is not the healthiest. It is definitely not the most sustainable lifestyle for the vast majority of the population, the vast majority of the time. That's what we're talking about. So we said, no, thank you. And then it's funny. Then the community pivoted and acted like we were bashing keto. No, we're just telling you it doesn't work. It was like paleo. Paleo's bullshit. Paleo was built on flawed science that was either unintentional or intentional, because we know for a fact Paleolithic man did in fact eat grains, did in fact eat oats. We know that for a fact, and every scientist knows that's true. But they still built this massive paleo brand anyway on it, saying that it never happened, when the science was clear and it was there. You know that. We know that. Do a little research. It's obvious and it's there. So they built this whole paleo lifestyle that was fake. It was false. It was not true. Do your research. Do your research and you'll see what I'm talking about. Paleolithic man did in fact eat oats. But you don't see that in any of the number one best-selling paleo books. Why is that? Is it because it was written by people that weren't intelligent? No. Very intelligent people wrote those books, but they wrote those books in a manner to monetize people, to differentiate their brand from the other brands, and to put you guys into a box to build a tribe, because that's the way it works. So this was about confirmation bias. I believe I did my job. If you want to learn more, go to my Twitter stream. You'll see the link. You'll see the study. You'll see my 140 characters talking about the difference in satiety, and you'll see all the fucking trolls and all the idiots in there who are now fighting that there's no way potatoes are more filling than steak. Like, all right, dude, give me some evidence. Show me your evidence. And they're usually it's almost all fat, out of shape guys, which is really not weird, but it's depressing. It's like skinny fat dudes, really fat dudes or skinny fat dudes. And I love the super fat dudes that lose like 20 pounds because they stopped eating carbohydrates, and they claim that these exclusionary diets are awesome because they lost 20 pounds because they stopped eating fucking ice cream and hot dogs every day. And they're hashtag keto or hashtag carnivore. It's ridiculous. Anyway, let me answer some of your questions and get out of here. Aza, yo, what's up, Aza? Roman, what's up, Robin? Seth, a Dolce live stream. It's great to be alive. Hell yeah, Seth. I'm doing great, man. Beautiful day. All about the family today, but I wanted to take 15 minutes. I'm at 16:18. I wanted to take some time and talk to you guys because I wanted you to understand confirmation bias is a real thing. That's why I tell you every video, every time I talk to you, everything I say, do your research on. Prove me wrong. Don't ever take anything I say as fact, ever. Whatever I say, write it down and fucking jump on Dr. Google. Jump on PubMed. Do your research. Prove me wrong, guys and girls. That's my challenge to you. Prove me wrong, please. Who else says that? They all say, hey, don't ask any more questions. Just do what I say. That's what all these other fucking turds say. That's not the way it's supposed to be done. I want you guys to do your research. I want you to be educated. I want you to know more than I know about this stuff. That's my job as a coach. And I'm telling you exactly everything I know based like up until this very moment in my life with all the experience, 20 plus years experience training the world's greatest athletes. How many of these fucking keto head, carnivore heads work with legitimate world champions, legitimate with fucking gold titles, work with legitimate Olympic medalists with real fucking medals from the Olympic Games? How many of these fucking people, these frauds, these faux fitness professionals actually work with real professionals, multi-millionaires, actually hire them time and time again? How many? I don't know of any. I don't know of any of these YouTube fucking frauds that work with any athletes. I don't know of any of these podcasters that work with any athletes. I don't know any of these authors, these self-proclaimed experts that work with any athletes or have any clientele of any merit that actually support their assertions. But they try and pull you guys in, and that's the bullshit. That's the bullshit of it. So I'm giving you the full access to all the information that we use with our elite athletes, and I'm only telling you guys what works. I don't give a shit. Because if right now I decided keto was the best thing, I'd start selling you guys keto. And I'd make a shit ton of money selling keto. Or if I thought carnivore was the best thing, I'd become the carnivore dude. Fuck. You know I'd make a shit ton of money. I would make a shit ton of money if I flipped the script like that. I'd swipe in a brand new audience. I know how to fucking do that shit. Why don't I do it? Because it doesn't work. I wish it did. Cha-ching. I double and try. I got 2 little girls I got to put through college and fucking pay for weddings and do all the other fucking things that, I got 2 little babies I got to raise and educate and feed and clothe and prepare for the world, right? I should set up a GoFundMe account, but I'm not going to ever jump the shark and lie to you guys. I'm only going to tell you the truth. And I'm going to keep my ego to the side. That's why I have such an amazing team around me, because every day we push back on each other's, our own confirmation bias. So the only information that gets to you is information that's been vetted by my entire team. That's why we're the best. The best. They're the best. We are the best. I say that because who's better? I'm going to toot my own horn. Who's better? Maybe some are as good. Nobody's better. Nobody has the experience. Nobody has the results. Nobody has the resume. Nobody has the long track record with a 100% success ratio like our team. No other team on the planet has that. a 20 plus year, 100% success record working with the world's greatest athletes? Are you kidding me? Woo. From every country and every background and every metabolic type. Are you kidding me? All genders, all weight classes, multiple sports, over 20 years, over 2 decades? Woo, Nelly. Nobody has that experience. Nobody has that resume. We have that resume, and we continue on, and we improve. And you get all these fucking turds that pop up. They're just trying to separate you from your cash, guys and girls. And that confirmation bias is powerful. J Hybrid, big question. What type of bread is the most nutritious? Well, I wouldn't really look to bread as a nutritious source. Bread, when we eat bread, we eat a sprouted grain bread. We typically only eat a sprouted grain bread because that's the better of the breads. But still, bread is not the ideal carbohydrate source. It's sufficient. But when we put the emotional aspect of eating a sandwich into the totality of your weekly, monthly, yearly lifestyle, we will program in sprouted grain breads. That's the answer. Luca, what's up, Luca? Good to see you. Jeff Levins, please get Alan Roberts on your podcast. Jeff, I dropped the ball. Alan and I have spoken a few times. He gave me some availability. My schedule didn't lock in. I had to travel. I'm definitely going to reach out to Coach Allen and get him on as soon as I can. That'll be a fun one. J7, does your custom diets cater to people on steroids? Because we cater to everybody, right? I'm a libertarian, in philosophy. I don't even know if that's the proper term. I want you to be healthy. We want you to be healthy. That's why we have the team that we do. So when we work with you, you're actually going to be working with a registered dietitian. And when we work with you, we are going to actually be asking for a comprehensive blood panel. And when we work with you, we are going to ask and hope that we actually can speak with your doctor or your physician's assistant or someone. We can liaise with your medical team. Because guys and girls, if you're taking steroids, if you're taking pharmaceuticals, if you're just living your normal life, you got to have your blood work done. You have to have a healthy relationship with a medical practitioner, with your doctor. Right? Because life is long. Life can be long. Life can be long if you take care of your body. So our first rule is number 1, do no harm. We're going to make sure you're not hurting yourself. We're not going to prescribe you drug cycles and all those protocols. That's not what we do. What we will do is we will see how healthy you are, if there's any areas that we need to improve, and we will improve those with you and with your doctor and with your team. So we work with high-level bodybuilders and physique athletes and bikini pros. We work with CrossFit athletes and mixed martial artists and Olympic athletes and NFL and NBA and MLB and all these other people around the world. We work with everybody. We don't turn people down because of their background. We are here to help you. We're here to help you. That's it. We're here to help you. Now, if you're competing in sports that drugs are banned, then you have to sign a waiver that you will not ingest any sort of pharmaceutical or compound that is not compliant with your standards. If you're NCAA, we work with NCAA athletes, we work with UFC athletes, we're under USADA, and so on and so forth. But and maybe I don't know what steroids are to you. Maybe TRT is steroids to you. Some people think creatine is steroids. Seth, having the pineapple chicken fried quinoa. Oh, that's so good. I love it. Dean James, I need carbs after training. Amen, my brother. Dan Skinder, don't debate with the clowns. Mike, that ain't how knowledge works. Have a great time. Dan, exactly the truth. I just posted it. I put that tweet out there and I watched all these idiots. I'm like, these fucking idiots. These idiots. Here's a legitimate, peer-reviewed scientific study that supports the possibility that what they believe or the false information they've received might not be true. It might not be the most current. It might not be the most reputable. And instead of saying, oh, that's interesting, I need to do research, they immediately went, no, that's impossible. It's impossible because my favorite podcaster or my favorite YouTube dude or the dude at the gym told me this, that, or the other thing. It's impossible. Forget about what that team of doctors said. They don't know what they're talking about. Fucking Johnny podcast does. Jason Myers just had a double shot of espresso. Awesome. Speaking of which. Yes. There we go. Fried potatoes have no satiety index. Fried potatoes actually have a lower satiety index than boiled potatoes. Ain't that some shit? Boiled white potatoes have double the satiety rating as beef. Ain't that some shit? Fried potatoes, on the other hand, have a lower rating than beef. Interesting. When fat is added to potatoes, the satiety rating drops. Isn't that interesting? So maybe fats aren't as magical as everybody says they are. Maybe we need to pause for a second and do our own research instead of believing what that fucking idiot said on YouTube. And yes, I'm that idiot too, but I'm the only idiot that actually knows enough to say research everything I tell you and prove me wrong. Because by doing that, you will educate yourself, you will empower yourself, you will then be making decisions for yourself and not just blindly following along to some dickhead who's trying to steal your fucking money and risk your health. J7, oops, I skipped it. Best type of bread, answered that. Oh, sorry, I jumped. It's crazy how these jumps. Does Dolce also have bulking plans? We absolutely do. So if you go to the dolcediet.com right now, you join our 12-week program. Start with the Living Lean, the 8-week of Living Lean. You'll join the 12-week program, and then it'll have you a whole bunch of questions about your background, about your age, your height, your weight, your background, your job, your activity, your training history, and then your goals, 6 specific goals. Build muscle, gain strength, increase energy. You will be rolled into a strength training muscle building program. Then you have the option of clicking on 3 weeks to shred it to either start the system or to end the system. This is at thedolcediet.com based on the intellectual property that we've used over 20 years to get the world's greatest athletes in shape that is available for you guys at thedolcediet.com. Use my promo code NEWME. You will save 20% off today only because I'm the boss and I can allow that. So while this video is out today, I'll allow that, and then the team will wipe it down later on tonight. If you want to, go to thedolcediet.com right now, promo code NEWME. Use that, do the 12-week program, man, and watch what happens. We have a push-pull system. We have our power deadlift system. We have a 3-day split, multi-joint compound movement split. And the fourth one is beast mode, which is it's like a power bodybuilding style program. That's fucking gangster. A lot of people have a problem with that one because it's hard, it's heavy. So it's like you got to be clear. Like there's no patty cake in our system. But now we also have walking programs. Some people are like, dude, I'm only walking every day. Well, because your BMI is like 38 and you haven't trained for the last 2 years. So our system knows when you go through the onboarding program, don't worry, you'll never be put into a program that you cannot acclimate to. That's the whole point of our system. And it will actually scale you during the 12 weeks also. That's how sophisticated our system is. About to eat my turkey burger with no French fries, though. Ooh, Omar, get it, Omar. Christian, you don't bulk, you just eat. I like that. I'm trying to go from 220 to 260. I'm 6'4". Hey, instead of going from 220 to 260, go from 220 to 221 and then get back to me. And then go to 222 and then get back to me. See how much you can do that without gaining 2 total % body fat. See what happens. I just clicked not interested on the keto videos that popped up in my feed. Hell yes, Seth. It's so crazy, right? I think that these keto carnivore guys, they are just trying to find a new way to make the fat burger diet work. That's exactly what it is. You think about what it is. You can eat all the burgers you want. You can eat all the bacon you want. You can eat all the cheese you want. You can eat all the eggs you want. And beer. Yeah, you can have some beer on the weekends. Don't worry about it. You can drink alcohol too. Yeah, don't worry. We won't even talk about that. Like the fucking paleo hacks, right? All the paleo hacks talking about how they can't eat potato, can't eat rice, can't eat oatmeal. Yet every fucking weekend they're going out to their functional fitness events and they're getting fucking hammered. Right? It's so fucking ridiculous. It makes me laugh. And I train a high level CrossFit athlete. I train a lot of these athletes. I'm like, dude, your whole culture is just so fucking full of shit. And they're like, yeah. And most of them don't even follow it anyway, right? It is what it is. Jason Child, LOL, he's so insecure. I'm assuming that's me. I'm so insecure. If his diet is so superior, why does he feel the need to always justify why his diet is so much better? Because it is better, you fucking jackass. You fucking idiot. You turd. You stooge. That's why. Because there's so many good-natured people that are being fucking taken advantage of and abused by all these hacks out there by eating these exclusionary bullshit fucking diets. That's why you fucking hack. Jason Choi 83, you fucking dork, you loser, you wannabe, you know nothing, you nobody. That's why. Like, why are you even on here if you don't want to hear the information, homie? Go to your fucking your keto corner. Go have fun. Live that lifestyle, man. I'm not talking to you. I'm only talking to people with open mind. And what was the point of this video? The point of this video is confirmation bias is real. And you fucking prove that, you turd. Turds like you prove it. That's the problem. And turds like you probably have a platform because you probably have a little brother. You probably have a girlfriend. You probably have a coworker. You probably have a teammate. You probably have somebody who looks up to you and thinks you actually know what you're talking about or cares enough about you to listen to what you have to say. And you don't know what the fuck you're talking about because you won't let your stupid little ego get out of the way and let the facts dictate. That's the whole point of this. What's my diet? I didn't create my fucking diet. Excuse me. I didn't create my diet. I'm just reporting back to you on what works. What works the vast majority of the time for the vast majority of the human population. That's what works, you fucking idiot. That's what I talk about. Period. The end. I make no money. I make no money from this. No money from this. Not one of you is giving me one single penny or dollar right now, you turd. Right? This is all free fucking information from one of the greatest coaches on the fucking planet with a list of world champion fucking multi-millionaires that pay me every fucking day. And you have the access to get this information for free. And you want to come on here, Jason Choi 83, and be a fucking troll. Nice life you must have. Jesus Christ. I feel bad for you. I really, really do. I feel bad for you. Open your mind, man. Open your mind and try and fucking learn a little bit. And I bet you're a skinny fat dude who's weak as shit. But you know everything. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. Seth, thank you. Exactly. And Seth actually retorted back to him. And by justify, you mean being factual and honest. Yeah, that's what we try and do here. I'm the only one that says go fucking test everything I said. Go research everything I said. Prove me wrong. Please prove me wrong. Every day I walk into my fucking office, my team's job is to fucking prove me wrong. Every fucking day. That's how we do this. That's why we're the best in the fucking business. That's why we are the most honest fucking team. Also in health and fitness by far. Justin Thompson, appreciate you not selling out. You're a good man. Justin, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I study psychology and it's very true about confirmation bias. Thank you for the science-based and time-tested evidence. My life is changing for the better because of your program. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. Awesome. Excuse me. But Luca, I drink a lot of water during a day, but I saw a video by Eric Berg. He said basically only drink water when we're thirsty, 2 to 3 cups a day. I want to talk to Dr. Eric Berg. I'm going to try and get Dr. Eric Berg on the podcast. I want to talk to Dr. Eric Berg because there's some things that he's saying that I don't agree with. And maybe he's 100% correct and I'm 100% wrong. But I at least want to have the conversation with him so he can show me where I'm wrong because I do not believe so. I don't even know how 1% of his information on certain areas can be correct because it's ridiculous. Drink 2 to 3 cups of water per day. Is that what he's really saying? I can't imagine he would actually say that. I cannot imagine. So I'm assuming this is out of context. I'm assuming that Luca, although Luca, I know you from being on here. You're a member of the community and I trust you to be honest, but maybe something weird happened. Maybe he wasn't quite fat adapted yet. He hadn't taken his exogenous ketone fucking drink. And his brain wasn't optimized when he said that, right? So I'm going to give him a pass right now, but I'm going to reach out to him and try and get him on the podcast and have this conversation. And I will let you guys know. And there's a few others that have been dodging me for whatever reason. I'm not going to call them out just yet. I want to give them one more opportunity. Jason Choi's back. If keto doesn't work, explain why from a biochemical standpoint instead of saying your anecdotal evidence says otherwise. There's many well-designed studies showing the benefit. That's Jason Choi. That's what he sounds. So, Jason, number one, what do you know about biochemistry? Are you a biochemist? Do you work with biochemists? It's funny because I have a fucking biochemist on my team whose salary I pay. Okay, let's just consider that for a second. Let's also talk about gluconeogenesis. Do you understand what that is? That is the conversion of amino acids into glucose by those who are trying to be fat adapted. I'll use Arash Rakbar as an example. Took number 4 in classic physique in 2017. 2 weeks after the event or so, or for 2 weeks, after, like a month after the event, the Olympia in September, and this matters, the number 4 physique on the fucking planet whose job it is to be in amazing shape. He does a video with Louis Marco over in Dubai or Kuwait, overseas somewhere. And he's training with Louis, and Louis got him fucking interviewing him. And he's like, man, how are you? He's like, oh, man, I'm doing the ketogenic diet, zero fat, hyper, zero carb, high protein. I'm training 2 to 4 times per day, trying to squeeze all this glycogen out of my body. And fuck, I'm not in ketosis. So Arash Rakbar, the number 4 physique on the planet, who gets paid to make his body do and look the way he needs it to, is following a medical ketogenic diet, 0 carbohydrates per fucking day, training 2 to 4 times per day because his job is training. And after 2 full fucking weeks, he's still not in ketosis. Now, you explain that to me, Jason Choi, the master of biochemistry, how ketosis actually fucking works then. Explain it to me. Go ahead, smart guy. I will wait to hear. I will wait to hear. Omar, I understand, my man. We are working on updates to the grocery list as we speak. Thank you, my friend. We are getting that done for you guys. And I noticed that when I went through my own 3 weeks of shredded version. We're on it, my friend. Best type of bread, answer that. Dodge, what's up, Dodge? Dolce sauna after the cryo, is it safe? I can't say whether or not it's safe. Just because I don't know you independently. I need to know you individually. I would say you have to operate under your doctor's care in such situations. God forbid you had some sort of anomaly and you had some sort of event. What I typically like to do, though, is I like to end on cold, and this is what most of the athletes do. So we heat up, we end on cold, and then we transition back into our regular life. What does that mean? I will sit in my infrared sauna downstairs. I'll do typically I do 60 minutes in there. I don't suggest anybody do that, but I am a trained professional, and I will sit in my cold water tank. I have a cold water immersion tank down there also. I'll sit in my cold water tank, and I'll be done. I'll transition back to my life, take my shower, go to bed, and get it done. Potatoes and oatmeal do keep me full all day long, but I just get really tired after eating a meal. Well, after eating what meal? After eating that meal, what time of day you're eating the meal, and how much are you eating? Also, have you tested your own insulin sensitivity? My good friend Rob Wolf has a great program. It's called like the 7-day carb test, I think, in his book, Wired to Eat. I would definitely recommend you go to robwolf.com and look a little more about that. Rob does a great job on talking about that, better than I do. When is Squats and Steak coming out? This month. I will put my name down and I'll say I will get it out to you guys this month. It's been crazy. I will get it for you, the guys, this month. I know you've been asking for it. Masturbates, I won't say that. You did make me say masturbates, though, so good for you. Dolce is the truth. Mario, thank you. I eat pasta every day. There you go, Master. Sorry, bro, I'm English. We love sandwiches. J Hybrid, I get it. Got to get them complex carbs. Amen. This guy is nuts. I am nuts. That's the fucking truth. I know that. Wow, there's a lot of sorry, bro. I'm English. Got to get the discover this channel. Huge fan, and now subscribe. Pranic Tony, Pranic, I appreciate that. We are here to give you guys real information, unbiased information, no fucking filters, completely transparent. Exactly what I know, I will tell you. Period. The end. That's it. That's it. And this is coming from one of the top teams in the world, one of the greatest training teams in the world, one of the greatest nutrition teams in the world, one of the, I would say, we're the best team on the fucking planet when it comes to preparing athletes for world-class competition. We've done it for over 20 years. We've worked with hundreds of thousands of humans. We have millions of users around the world of our books, of our products, of our services, of our online personalized programs at thedolcediet.com. We have more data than probably any other team. And the information we give is so simple that people, they don't even take it seriously. They're like, oh, well, that can't work because we're not counting our fucking macros, because we're not living on BCAAs and nitric oxides and secretagogues and all this other fucking bullshit these turds are trying to sell you guys. We won't do that. We're just going to tell you the truth. Just tell you the basic, honest truth. What sustained all of human life on this planet since the dawn of time? That's pretty much where we go. Kristen, I've remixed your breakfast bowl, oats, almond milk, tablespoon of hemp seed, chia seeds, blah, 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 blah. That sounds awesome, Christian. You got it. You're welcome. Jeff, after what you said about bread, why do you program in the Living Lean program? What can it replace it with? We don't want to consume spread. Dude, just cut it. If you don't want to consume it, just cut it. No problem. You'll see when I make some of my recipes, I actually cut the bread. Like I'll cut 30% of the mass off the bread. And like when I make our burgers, like that venison, that wild caught venison burger I made last week, fucking bomb. I needed a bun. But I had a small piece of sprouted grain bread. I cut the crust off. So it was like really a 2x2 piece on top and a 2x2 piece on bottom. That was one of the most fucking delicious burgers I ever ate in my life. Oh, it was so good. And I needed just that little bit of bread because there's a social and emotional component to eating also. And I was already down 28 fucking pounds in 3 weeks following our 3 weeks of shredded program. And that's what I ate. That was the bad meal. I mean, how awesome is that? Master Bates, how much do you charge? Well, I'm going to add a 10-point multiple onto whatever I would charge you, my man. With a name like that, I'm going to have to wear latex gloves during our consult. Golden Trick Hydro, what's up? How about I'm answer all these questions, my man. Don't be a troll, bro. Don't be a troll. Desiree, what's up, coach? Hey, my coach, how do you recommend clients measuring themselves or weighing themselves on a scale? We do. Absolutely, we do. I weigh myself every day. I recommend you weigh yourself every day because it's just a data point. I do not hang my ego on what I weighed on the scale. My self-confidence is not dictated by what the scale says. It's just a data point. That's all it is. It's just a data point. When I wake up, I step on the scale. I have my scale weight, and all I do here's what I do. I wake up, I walk down the hallway, I go into the restroom, I take a tinkle, I wash my hands because I'm a germaphobe. I step on the scale, I take a photo of it, click, I brush my teeth, I go about my day. I take that photo, because I have every single photo for 365 days. I know exactly what I weighed at the exact time every single day. It's that click, that easy, done. It's already stored. It's already logged. I have that data. So I can see if I'm 201, 201, 201, 201, 206, 206, 202, 201, 201, 201, 201, 194. I can see what the fuck happened here and here. Oh, shit. That's when we went out to the fucking place, or that's when I did that run, or I was on the airplane. I can figure out what's in the whys. That's what we do. We're a data collection team. That's all this is. It's all data collection and analysis. Dolce, thanks for the inspiration. I have to thank the hot chicks that walk into the gym more. I go from 0 to 100 real quick. I hear you, Jay. Nothing wrong with that. Opinion on superfoods. It seems to be a clickbait term. Well, superfoods are just the foods we should be eating. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, avocado, kiwi, pomegranate, quinoa, hemp seeds, chia seeds, amaranth, wild-caught salmon, kale, spinach, beets, carrots, celery, parsley, turmeric, like, boom. And these are the things I've eaten probably shit in the last 12 hours. And there's a shit ton more. People are like, oh, those are superfoods. No, that's my fucking grocery list. That's what I eat every day. What do you mean super? There's no super. That's normal foods. Those are foods. That's the problem with society, unfortunately. Chronic Tony, that's funny, man. Dodge Stro, my gym offers $99 unlimited cryo. Would you get it? I probably would get it. As long as it's a clean, reputable facility. $99. If I'm stepping in there once or twice a week, you're making your money's worth. V Invictus, okay, we built, okay. Not getting into any politics stuff. I don't get into any of that politic BS here. That's not what we do here. What are your thoughts on Yoel missing weight after the fight to Australia? What effect does a long flight have on the body? It has nothing to do with it. It's just poor planning. You plan for the flight. I've traveled overseas on different continents with athletes for 20 years at the amateur and professional level, the Olympic level. You plan for it. That's no excuse. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. You make weight or you don't. 2-part contract. Make weight, fight. 2 parts to the contract. That's it. Make weight and fight. Boom. Alashba Palu, why do you look so thin? Thank you. Well, I'm currently in week 4. Well, I went through 3 weeks to shred it. I went through week 1, week 2, week 3. I did the full 21 days of 3 weeks to shred it. I lost 28 pounds in those 21 days. Now, the last 48 hours, day 9, day 20, and day 21. No, day 19 and day 20. Day 19 and day 20, I offered or I performed a modified cut like I would with an athlete. So for 48 hours, I calibrated my electrolytes, my water loading, and then my perspiration, the way I actually sweat. So I cut weight for those 48 hours. I lost an additional 6 pounds. I was probably down accurately. I probably would have been down 22 and a half, 23 pounds. Say 22 pounds for the fucking haters out there. I would have been down easily 22 pounds in 21 days. I hit that modified cut at the end because I was so close to 185 pounds, which is the UFC middleweight championship weight, 185.00. Athletes have to weigh in order to fight for the UFC or for the middleweight world title. I was like, I'm close enough. Let's just make weight because why not? 42-year-old guy, let's have fun with it. So I went from 213.2 down to 185 pounds. That was on Friday. Then that Saturday and that Sunday, I refed myself back up to 198.4 pounds. So it was 85.00. I woke up Monday morning at 198.4. And I started round 2 of 3 weeks to shred it. Reverted back right to day 1 with new input. I was starting at a different body size than I did 21 days, 23 days prior. Makes sense. So I went through day 1 through day 21, first round of 3 weeks to shred it, took 2 days to refeed, and I restarted a brand new round on Monday, this past Monday. I started at 198.4, and Thursday morning, I was down to 195 scratch. Excuse me. So I was down 3.5 pounds roughly. By Thursday morning, and here I am Sunday morning, I'll post my update on Monday of what I weigh on Monday, 1 week after starting. And it's the 3 weeks to shred it program at thedolcediet.com, the one I talk about, the one all of our athletes use and millions of people around the world use. It's based on our #1 international best-selling book, 3 weeks to shred it, first written in 2007, revised in 2014, and then we created an online program this year which completely personalizes it for you, for the user. Every meal, every ingredient, every recipe, every exercise, every set, every rep is detailed specifically to you, for you, based upon your data, the information that you input during your onboarding process. Everything you need is in there. Video tutorials of every exercise on your mobile phone, on your tablet, on your laptop. If you're in the gym training, you don't know what a Jefferson squat is, you click up, there's the quick video. That's what I'm doing. Right back to all your sets, all your reps, plus a diary, a training diary. You input all your PRs, what you did for the day. It's all there. It's all logged there. We have predictive avatars of your body when you weigh in on day 1, and then every week when you update, it shows how your body has changed. Here's day 1. And then you put in your measurements, you put in your body weight, and you can see week 2, week 3, week 4, how your body changes down to the millimeter. Pretty sophisticated. We have a leaderboard. You can compare yourself amongst the tens of thousands of people currently using the system at thedolcediet.com. We have over 200 additional exercises, 200 additional recipes, because we educate you how to start putting them in and out. You train at home. You don't have a gym. There's no barbell. There's no squat rack in your gym, and it calls for squats. No problem. You go to the resource section. You go to the leg section, the lower body section, and there's a list of 20 different leg exercises you can substitute in that day instead of squats. It is the most sophisticated, the most successful, healthy weight loss strength building system ever devised. This is at thedolcediet.com. And you can use my promo code NEWME, NEWME. You will save 20% off today. Right now, that code will disappear probably an hour after this video goes live because we can't keep it up all day because people just use it. And this program sells itself 100 at 0 discount. We get people who use it every day, buy it every day. I only give it to you guys on this channel, codes like that every so often. So there you go. Hopefully that answers your question. That's why I look so thin, because I got a couple big things coming up this summer. I got to be on camera and TV, and I got to be all Mr. fucking shredded fitness, man. They're probably going to make me shave the beard. We'll see how that goes. Ravi, troll voice is priceless. Made my day. Hell yes, Seth. Thought he liked it. Robbie, at the end of the day, Mike, I'll say anyone that gives advice, especially doctors, I'll say take your clothes off because I want to see your pedigree of health. Mike, I walk the fucking walk. That's it. I walk the walk. It's funny how many of these fake ass fitness frauds, man, they don't walk the walk. They talk shit, but they don't even live it. I know for a fact. Some of these keto heads, I know for a fact that they don't even come close to eating a ketogenic diet. I know for a fact they don't eat fucking keto. They eat more carbs than I fucking do. I'll tell you that much. And they're selling you guys fucking keto. This is bullshit. Ephedrine, beard looking huge since last YouTube video. It's the earth-grown nutrients, man. It's the earth-grown nutrients. It's that micronutrition. Beard be popping, fingernails growing nonstop. It's amazing. The Mober, I am having a great day, man. Thank you so much, Mober. You're awesome. Is it bad to lose a lot of weight fast? It's not ideal, and that's not something that we really suggest. But our 3 weeks to shredded program is probably the healthiest way to do it because it was designed to get athletes to lose weight just prior to world-class competition. So it's not crash dieting in that lose weight regardless of your health. We can't afford that because the athlete has to compete. Who cares if they make weight and get their ass kicked? That's why 3 weeks to shredded is so special. That's why our intellectual property behind this system is so precious. How can you lose 21 pounds in 21 days, but still perform at a world-class level 24 hours later? That's what 3 weeks to shredded does. And we're the only team with a 100% success rate over 20 years in doing this. I can't say we perfected the program because we're always getting better. We will always approach it. You know, we have the mindset of a white belt, but we have the pedigree, you know, of a red belt. That's our team. That's what we do. But we always look at how can we get better. It's always evolving. I think that's the answer. What are the best times to eat carbs and what carbs for burning fat? Best time, typically first thing in the morning when you're glycogen depleted, your first meal of the day, and immediately post-workout would be ideal. Desiree, you got it, Desiree. You're the best. Oscar, I love your realness, Oscar. Thank you. 42-year-old mom of 2, training every day. 7 days of 3 weeks to shredded. I feel amazing. No strength loss, down 3.5 pounds. So we have a 42-year-old mother of 2 who's lost 3.5 pounds in her first week of 3 weeks to shredded. Awesome. That probably puts her close to a total of 15 pounds, probably 14 to 16 pounds, I would estimate. She'll be down at the end of the 21 days of 3 weeks to shredded. A 42-year-old mother of 2, right? How fucking awesome is that? Guys, if you're a little bit bigger, you know, body size guys, probably getting closer to that pound per day, 21 pounds in 21 days. Again, I lost 28 pounds starting at 213 in 21 days. Results aren't typical. Some people won't lose that much. Some people might lose a little more. Some people definitely fucking have. I do power yoga, walking every day. Is that enough to lose my last 10 pounds? Power yoga and walking every day. Nutrition. I can't say your name. Suzu. Go to thedolcediet.com right now, my friend. Join the 12-week program right now. Keep training exactly the way you train. Get your nutrition on point. Nutrition is everything, guys and girls. Nutrition is 90% of the equation. Exercise is 10% or less. That's the truth. Like, because you know the people that train hard, man. They train hard every day. They eat like shit. They look like shit. They're stronger than the average person. They look like fucking shit. And then you know people who eat perfectly and never exercise. They look fucking awesome. And they'll be walking this planet 20 years after the fat shit is dead. Nutrition is everything. So, Suzu, go to thedolcediet.com. Use my promo code NEWME. Save 20% off and start the program. Just start. If you don't like it, there's a 100% money back guarantee. I put my fucking name behind it. A 100% money back guarantee if you guys don't like it. You get your money back. You have nothing to lose, literally nothing to lose other than fucking weight. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you do it? Do it. What can I mean, give me a plane ticket. I'll fly to your house. I'll make you do it. The MMA holes. I'm here. What did I miss? Oh, you got to do some rewind. We had some good stuff going on. Terrence Trussell. Oh, there's a lot more questions here. I'm so sorry. I don't think I'll be able to answer them all. I'm at 55 minutes right now. I've been doing this for 55 minutes for free for you guys on a Sunday with my family outside playing in the pool. So just so you know, I'm here for you guys. Nobody else gives this type of free content. Nobody that I know does this for you. Cold water immersion for recovery. Heck yeah. That's my go-to. Alashba, who won the Arnold Classic in 2018? Who won the 2018? It was William Bonac. Won the men's open, and the kid who won the Olympia won the I forget the young man's name, but amazing classic physique, won classic. Marcin says keto diet is legit. There's data and research behind it. Why do you hate on it so much? Marcin, why don't you fucking listen to what I said, you idiot? Why don't you just fucking listen to what I said instead of making some point that has nothing to do with anything I fucking talk about? Why don't you answer what I said in the beginning of this video, that white potatoes have a higher level of satiety than ground beef? Why don't you fucking answer that? Why don't you tell me why apples have a higher level of satiety than eggs or cheese? Why don't you answer that first? Answer that first. That was the whole point of it. I'm not bashing keto, you fucking idiot. I'm bashing you now because you're a fucking idiot, and you prove exactly what I'm saying. You prove exactly what I'm saying. You're the fucking idiot walking around, reading fucking headlines, listening to some fucking dickhead on the video, and parroting everything they fucking say. And I'm looking at your photo right now. You definitely do not look like you are the epitome of fitness. Right? What are you, 15, 18% body fat? Come on, man. Like, get it together. Stay on this channel. Keep listening. Learn. Go listen to the first 10 minutes of this video and then prove me wrong. Do your research. Educate yourself. Feed yourself properly. Don't be so fucking hooked into these keywords. That's all you are, guys and girls. You're a fucking keyword. You're an algorithm to these people. That's all you are. You're fucking fucking targeted mass is all you are. That's the way they see you. It's the fucking truth. Break free from that. Do your own research. Think for yourself. Why can't you eat a fucking apple, Marcin Cap? Why can't you eat an apple? You can't eat a fucking apple on a ketogenic diet. You can't eat a cup of fucking blueberries on a ketogenic diet. And these idiots will tell you that's bad for you because it has sugar. Oh, evil, evil, evil sugar. So then you can't eat a fucking cup of blueberries? Right? You can't have an apple? Are you kidding me? But you can eat a stick of bacon, a block of cheese, a pound of fucking of butter, a fucking 16-ounce steak, 4 16-ounce steaks all fucking day long, right? Even though steak has a high level, high in insulin output, almost equal to oatmeal. And oatmeal, I believe, actually has a lower insulin output than steak. I'll go back and I'll fact check that. You guys fact check that too. What does that mean? They're like, oh, insulin's going to kill you. When you eat steak, your body produces more fucking insulin than when you eat oats. So if you really believe that, if these keto heads really believe that, they'd be telling you to eat fucking oats. But as soon as you say that and you show them the data, then they pivot. And they make up some other bullshit because confirmation bias is real. And Marcin fucking Cap, you proved it, motherfucker. You proved it. Silly boy. The MMA holes. What are your thoughts on skipping exercise and just having sex? High five. I'm in. I'm in. But you better make sure you're burning them calories, man. Don't just be fucking old school lay and pray missionary position, because that shit ain't gonna be working for anybody. You're gonna lose a training partner real quick too. Watch. James Connell, best method of monitoring body composition that's readily accessible. Bod Pod can be. DEXA scan, a little more invasive, much more invasive. In-body bioimpedance scale has a pretty level of efficacy. I actually have one in my facility. I think it's in-body 770. I forget which one it is. But that's a pretty good one. But I like the Bod Pod, the hydrostatic, but that's hard to do. I got a minute left, guys and girls. I got to bump out of here. This will be a full hour. The salad with blue cheese last night, that's the shredded salad. So Natasha, 3 weeks to shredded Tosh. Tosh is following our 3 weeks of shredded program at thedolcediet.com. You can too by using promo code NEWME and save 20%. It's the best fucking program out there. If you want to lose weight, if you want to get in shape, you want to fucking feel good. If you're tired of saying, I don't know what to eat, just go to thedolcediet.com, pick the 4-week or 12-week program and fucking start. We tell you everything. We build it for you. You don't have to think about anything. Just follow along. Every meal, every recipe, every ingredient is built for you, plus grocery list. Everything is done for you. And save 20% with promo code NEWME, and there's a 100% money back guarantee. You have nothing to lose. My name is stamped on it. My brand is behind it. Come on, guys. It is just, if you want to get in amazing shape, that's all you got to do. Natasha is. Awesome. Natasha, keep me posted, young lady. I want to hear more. Dolce, what's up, man? You ever going to put up more recipe vids? Yeah, I'm going to. It's hard. I got 2 kids, man. I've tried like 10 times, for real, to make like recipe videos of my kids. I love my kids. And they make it hard to film. And the audio quality is shit. And then Victoria wants to let me help you. And my 3-year-old wants to help. And I'm a father before anything else. I'm never going to shut my kids down because I'm, quote, working ever, ever, ever. So it's just not convenient right now. But yeah, I'm getting there. Greetings from Rusland. Well, hello, Rusland. I don't know where that is, but hello. Dante, haha, wow, you good. All right, cool. I guess I said something funny before. Carbs are important for recovery. Yep. Hello, yo. Good to see you, yo. Will 3 weeks shredded help me lose weight on my lower half and build muscle? Kayla, it will. If any program will, 3 weeks to shredded will. Now how to get targeted and specific, keep watching these videos. But when you're a member of the 3 weeks to shredded community, just send us an email. Click on contact. Send us a contact with a question. And one of our registered dietitians or certified trainers or tech specialists or customer support people, or even me, because I answer those fucking emails too, will answer you. Once you're inside our system, once you're a member of the site at thedolcediet.com, you have a question, just hit contact. And you get a fucking answer from a real person. We even give you our phone number. Hey, what's up? How can I help? We answer. Fucking amazing. So anybody who has any questions who's inside the system, dude, just ask. We will dial it in. We will build it in, especially ladies. Like Kayla, I don't know if you're a guy or a girl, but I'm saying a lot of the ladies maybe have they have more questions, it seems. They want to make sure it's personalized because maybe they're more meticulous than guys. I don't know, we're meathead. Guys are like, ugh. Like, whoa, we're just cavemen, right? We just march in that direction. Ladies are a little more, precise. Love it all day long. We answer questions all day long. I have a team sitting there waiting to answer your questions. What's your best method to decrease inflammation? I'm dealing with a lot of back and muscle pain, stress reduction, proper rest recuperation, intelligent periodization to your training program. I do like cold water immersion, eating the proper foods, ensuring digestive health. A lot of the inflammation, a lot of disease starts in the gut. I would start there. I would suggest that you actually work with one of our registered dietitians and maybe get a one-on-one consult. We do that also. Dolce, hit me up. I'd love to have you on my show. MMA holes, bro, or girl. I don't want to assume. Hit me up on Instagram. That's the best way. You want to get in touch with me? Just follow us on Instagram and shoot me a direct message or message me on Instagram. I check every one. I answer over 100 Insta messages per day, private DMs per day. We get over 100. I get over 100 fucking Instagram messages per day. It's frustrating sometimes. It's mind-blowing sometimes, but I answer them every day. And if I haven't answered yours yet, don't worry. I'm going through the list because the idiots above you give me fucking paragraphs of shit to read through. And I don't appreciate that. So give me like 1 or 2 sentences and let me, boom, and I will answer you. If you give me multiple paragraphs, that's not fair. I have a consultation. Come on. I mean, how much free shit can I do for you guys? Dolce, bigger arms without isolation exercise possible? Yes, underhand chins. How much can you weighted chin? I haven't done weighted chins in a while. A 20-pound vest I did before Mike Pyle's last fight. We were doing sets with a 20-pound vest. I was right about I think I was 18 reps, 15 reps, 13 reps, and then I went to fucking bro bodybuilder. These are dead fucking hang chins, hanging at the bottom for 1/1000, full stretch, and then exploding up. That's important. The biggest MMA weight cut a fighter ever achieved, Dwayne Ludwig lost 42 pounds in 13 days following our program to get back into the UFC on short notice. I would never suggest any athlete ever do that, but I worked with Dwayne for a very long time. He's one of my best friends. I live at his house. He lives at my house, and he took that. 42 pounds in 13 days he did. Stud. Never suggest that for anybody ever. How much does stress and anxiety affect you as far as injuries? 100%. If you have stress, if you have anxiety, you will get sick, you will get hurt. Fix that before you go back to the gym. Rampage was blaming the Mars bar company for even producing Mars bars in the first place. Yeah, Rampage is funny, man. He's a character. Mike, your take on pre-workout drinks, BCAAs, whey protein after travel. I'm running back to 3 weeks of travel. I'm not really a fan. The only thing I would say is a cold process, cross-flow, microfiltered whey protein isolate drank intra-workout. The only reason is because that allows those amino acids to enter the bloodstream earlier. That's it. Pre-workout, a little bit of espresso, some fucking Metallica or hardcore rap, and get your ass going. No fucking supplements pre-workouts. That's ridiculous. And you don't even need the whey protein. Just whole food, straight food. Really. I sell a protein. I sell a fucking protein. I'm not even telling you guys to fucking take it. Real food first. Thank you for your time and your family. Wyhan, thank you. NASA was founded by Nazis. What? I hope that's not true. Kristen, what's up, Kristen? Kirsten. Hello, Kirsten. Mike, is it okay to continue training BJJ with your workouts if we're getting ready for competition and doing your 3 weeks shred program? Or is that overtraining? Well, what competition are you getting ready for? Are you getting ready for BJJ competition? Or are you getting ready for physique competition or mixed martial arts competition? But I would say, yeah, but if you feel any fatigue, start getting rid of the ancillary to your competition. If it's a jits competition, you're getting tired, drop the S&C work and just focus on getting good, clean, quality reps in jits. Jordan Rains, best low budget pre-workout meal. Boiled white potato. Bates, that's funny. Thanks for Mike. Don't melt in the Vegas sun. I know, hot as hell. All right, guys and girls, it is time. It's an hour and 6 minutes. I've been here talking to you guys. Feel free to give this video a thumbs up if you like what I'm talking about. I appreciate it. It lets me know you care. It lets YouTube know that you're actually interested in this content. It helps me kind of continue to drive traffic. Hopefully, it allows us to get recommended to other people so we can grow this channel just a little bit. But we're growing this channel with like-minded people just like you. I am happy just talking to you guys forever. You guys are all fucking awesome. Thank you for being here. Remember, if you joined in late, go back and watch the first 10 minutes where I talk about confirmation bias in the fitness industry. That's the most important part. And then a lot of shit talking kind of as we go through. If you want to go to thedolcediet.com, join our 4-week or 12-week online weight loss program. It is the most successful weight loss program, most successful healthy weight loss program ever devised, as proven by the world's greatest athletes for over 20 years with a 100% success ratio. That is at thedolcediet.com. Use my promo code NEWME and you will save 20% off today only, right now. Probably not much more than an hour or so. I got to shut it down, let's say 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.